All right, class. All right, okay. Hey, I know y'all paying attention over here. Okay, let's try this again. Class. Okay, I get some yeses. There we go. All right, so a couple things we're going to start off with. So today, hashtag 29, today's date. 26 something? 2020. All right. I'm going to have you guys add a couple things to this because this is super important. So we're going to add something here. So we're going to say this is adding, so it's going to be b to the y equals x. And then we have log base b of y equals x. Wait, nope, I got that backwards. X and y. I got the x and y backwards. There we go. All right, this is actually from the back. So it's from the summary of the notes. It's from the summary, so I'm going to go through. I want you guys to have this starting out. It makes life a whole lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions, and some people are going to give me some answers, and other people are going to not. Okay, so for this one right here. So 4 to some power gives me 16. 4 to the 4th power? Second power. 4 squared, right? Because that's 4 times 4, isn't it? So in this case, A is 2. Now, this next one's kind of tricky. 4 to some power is going to give me 2. Yes, it is 1/2. Because the square root of 4 is 2, isn't it? So B is 1/2. Because, remember, the exponent, if my exponent is to the half, that means the square root. If it was third, it would be cube root. All right. Now, okay, so I'm going to call on someone, and I think this one's George. George, you got this. You ready? So my fractional exponent right here, the top of my fraction always is the... Yeah, the 5. Okay, what does that represent though? And the bottom would be the... Yeah, so the P is my power, and the R is my root, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and do this then. So that means that I have the square root of 4 George? Square root of 4 2, and now to the 5th power. 2 to the 5th power. What'd you get, George? Wrong one. 5th power. So you want to do the caret, the arrow up one.
The 5 on top?
Yeah. All right, you ready, George? Let's just do it by hand. You ready? So it's going to be to the 5th power. So it's going to look like this. 2 times 2.
32.
Oh, okay, 32. Yeah. Okay, good job.
Not 32.
Huh?
I'm in the back and I heard 2 times 2 and I heard 32. And I was like, that's not.
I know, right? Here, Georgie. Okay, if you want to do to the 5th power, it's like this. Okay? I got my hands out here for this. All right, so 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is going to be 8. Times 2 again is 16. And then 16 times 2 is 32. So that's 5 2's multiplied together. All right, so we get C is 32. Now, this next one right here, this is one that you would do just like I showed you guys yesterday and that we did on the warm-up. Okay, just like we did on the warm-up. Just like we did on the warm-up. Okay, how did we do the warm-up? Put it in the calculator. So I should have a whole bunch of people write meow, picking up their calculator, not zoning out. So put it in the calculator just like we did that last one for the warm-up. All right, anyone have an answer yet? Huh? Yep. Here you go. Hey. Okay, we got 2.9 there, right? All right, so, yes. Okay, so now, right here, watch. So if we take 4, the bottom number is a 2, right? So that means it's a square root. So square root of 4 gives me 2, and 2 to the 5th power. So if I want to, okay, your calculator does the same thing. Let me see, doc B, I'll clear that out. So 4 raised to the 5 over 2. There we go. Okay. So now on this one right here, we're going to go through and take a look at this. Like I said, I'm abbreviating a lot of this because this is a lot of basic. Everything goes back down to this up here. So if I'm looking at this one right here, on every single one of them, what's my B value? My B value is 10, right? So all these right here are using a B value of 10, right? So watch this. So I'm going to start with 10. Okay. So it's going to be this value over here, right? And then the x is what they're equal to, right? The x goes right here. So right here where it says the x values are these, right? So the x values are these, so it's going to be equal to this. So equals, so I'm going to do these ones right here, because these are the easy ones. So if it's equal to x, my x value goes out here. So that's going to be 10. And then from the log right here, whatever this is equal to is going to be my y value. And that goes to my exponent now. So for this very first one right here, it's going to be 1. This one right here is going to be 1. So what that says is 10 to the first power is 10. That's true, right? Okay, good. Now, what's the base? I'm going to do this one again. This one right here. What's the base for all these? So I start with 10. Okay, that's supposed to be equal to what value? 100. And what's the exponent I'm going to use? 2. There it goes, right there. 2. So is 100 squared, oh, I'm sorry, 10 squared 100? Yeah, 10 squared is 100. All right, I want you guys to do these two right here. Do the next two. I bet you did. All right. Karen, what do we got here for this first one? Okay, equals 1, 0, 0, 0, right? 1,000.
And 3.
Where's the 3 go?
Above the number 10.
Above the 10, the third power, right? So 10 to the third power is 1,000. Good job. Okay. All right, over here. Let's see. On this one. Okay, anyone want this one? Jocelyn does. Go ahead. So 10 to the fourth power is 10,000, right? Jess? Good. All right. Okay, all right. So like I said, we're abbreviating these. Ah. I know, I got to work on my cross shot over here. No! All right, it's over there somewhere. All right, next one. It says, use the table to find the value of the unknown exponent. Okay, that makes the equation true. So we should know A, because we just did that one, right? So W is 3. Now, use the table. Use the table.
What is 9 around 2?
Okay. All right, show of hands, because I want to see this one. I want to throw some candy at someone on this one. All right, what do we get for Y for B? What you got, Juan? Very good. So 0.9542. Right? Let's look. There you go, Juan. Okay. All right, so next one right here. Let me see a hand for C. All right, Jay Quellen.
1.9542.
Okay, is 1.9542. We're just picking it right off this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're using this to go backwards on it. What we just learned. There we go.
Wow.
Okay, good, right? So base 10 is super easy. Okay, we're changing the base later on, but it's the exact same thing every time. All right, so, okay, I'm going to go through and rewrite this. Jocelyn, okay, I am going to rewrite this right now. My base here is going to be 10. And it's supposed to be equal to 100. My exponent is 2. 10 squared is 100, right? Good. All right, doing it again. 10 is my base. My power is 3. It's equal to 1,000. All right. So this one has question marks. It's kind of annoying. I hate it when it has question marks. So this one's going to be the Y value. This one is also the Y value. And this one is the X value. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a moment. Okay, I want you to try A, B, and C right meow. Hey, hey. I said, give you a moment. I'm going to try A, B, and C. And then I'm going to raise some hands. And I might try and throw some candy at someone. I just threw candy at you. Quit whining. Yes, I did. I did for the one that she just did, right? Yeah, the 1 point. No, I thought I did. Deflected. All right, let's see. What?
Oh, go ahead. I have a question.
Yeah, because I'm recording the video too.
You are?
Yes, I
You
am.
record the videos now?
Yes. All right. Okay, let's see. Who's got the answer for A? I think someone back over there had A. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
4.
4? Wrong. Kashom, what do you say for A?
5.
6. It's going to be 6 because my base is 10 to the 6th power is 1 million.
And
Yep, here you go, Kashom. Ah, next one. Okay, I already threw candy at you. Trinity. Okay, what do we get for B?
0.
Huh? 10? Not 10.
yes, it.
For B?
1. 1. 0. 1. Exactly.
Okay, what do you got, Leba? 0. Because anything to the 0 power is 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1.
My ribs. Let's push my ribs.
All right, and last one for part C. Let me get a hand for that one. Leslie? Huh? It's not 0.6. Angel,
0. 21.
What?
did you have a hand for C?
Yeah.
What do you got?
0.6. 0.21.
No. Rewrite it. What's my base?
10.
My base is 10, right?
Sure.
And it's supposed to be equal to some value, right?
Yeah.
So,
4.
10.
0.
okay, anyone else?
Is it not equal to 0?
Use this right here.
That's what we just.
Oh. Okay.
My base is 10. It's looking for, like, I have to find this one right here, right? So where does this one? Trinity, what do you got? Yep, that's it. I hear. So it's going to look like this. If I rewrite it, remember, this one, it's not the same as these. This one, I was looking for the x value.
Oh, you tricked us.
No, I just told you it was the x value.
No, but I didn't look into that.
I know you don't.
I thought you just
Okay,
crossed it out.
10,000.
10 with a lot of zeros.
A lot of zeros. 1, 2, 3, too many zeros. There we go.
Make it count that big.
All right, Trinity, you ready? You got this? Dang, good job. All right, so looking at number 2 here. Between which two whole numbers, okay, without shouting it out, between which two whole numbers is the value of this one going to be? Rewrite it, hold on, rewrite it exponentially first. Rewrite it as the exponent first.
Yeah, mine says it over those. There's so many zeros. I can't read.
Okay, are you rewriting it as an exponent first? You have to rewrite it as an exponent to answer this question. And you'll see why.
I got like
10 is my base. And then what is it supposed to be equal to?
600.
equals 600, right? So I'm looking for the y value here, right? If I go back to the format that I had, I'm looking for the y value here, right? If I'm looking for the y value,
2.7.
now, I'm going to show you guys, okay, someone finally did get it. What'd you get? 2.7, right? Okay, watch. I want you guys to look closely because it's asking for what numbers is it between. 10 squared is 100, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't 10 to the third power 1,000? Yes, right? So is 600 between 100 and 1,000?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. So I know that it's going to be between 2 and 3. It's going to be between 2 and 3. Huh? I know we could have, but if you rewrite it first, you could actually see it a little bit easier. Okay, if you turn it into, because we don't use logs very often. Okay, logs are something that is very new to you guys. So in exponential form, it's a little bit easier to try to look at something that is familiar and compare it to something that we have, that we're learning that is new. All right, so let's take a look, and I think that one's it. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to go back over here. So I'm going to the summary this time. So I'm going to the summary because there's a couple things I want to point out. Because I'm actually done with the lesson on this. So if you guys look, log base 10 of 250 could also be written as just log. So if you see log by itself, it's implying that it is always going to be log base 10. So every time you see log by itself, it means log base 10. Does that make sense? So if you notice right here, log 10 could be just written as log by itself. Does that make sense? Yeah, because sometimes you'll see it this way and sometimes you'll see it this way. But usually as base 10, it goes like this. Okay, when it's a different base, you'll see a different number right here where it's going to be that 10. Usually base 2, base 5, base E is something we're going to have later. Yes?
So essentially log means 10?
No.
No?
If it's just this,
Right.
log is an inverse of an exponent. So that's why I had you guys write this down. Because it's going to be an inverse. It's rewriting this. It's rewriting it in this form, in an exponential form. Okay? All right, so that being said, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to give you guys the next 14 minutes. Please work on your homework. Calculator is necessary for this and yesterday, so please work on it.